Hi everyone, I'm Kimberly Steele. I am going to sing for you today. It is Friday. It is the last day of my break. I have been on break for a couple weeks. I'm going to be back to OM reading in a couple of days, and so I would encourage you to go over to kimberlysteele.dreamwith.org and give an OM reading a shot. It is completely free. I am going to sing Aphrodite today because it is Friday and Aphrodite's Day is Friday. These Orphic hymns that I have adapted for modern times are very good at being musical prayers. This one in particular is really good for if you've had a run of bad luck. I'm going to try to put this microphone there just so you can see my arms or whatever. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if my sound is good or bad. For sure, I never mind hearing it. So yeah, I'm gonna do Aphrodite for ya and raise it as a musical prayer for those who are praying for your own health. With your permission, I will send that prayer to Aphrodite for you. She's also a good one to pray when you need necessary wealth. What is necessary wealth? Necessary wealth is when it's not getting all of the things that you necessarily want, but it's getting all the things you need. And I'm tuning it wrong. Who's the guitar teacher? I am. There we go. Oh, actually, what I want to do is I want to make sure I'm tuned to my backing track here because I'm going to use one today. Yeah, I actually sound pretty good. I don't know if you can hear that though, so let me go ahead and turn it up. So that's my backing track. If you can hear that, it's going to be pretty gentle. Laugh to the loving queen, sea born night loving of an awesome mien, crafty from whom necessity first came, producing nightly all connecting dame. 'Tis thy look harmony to join, for all things spring from thee, your power divine. The triple fates are ruled by thy decree, and all productions yield alike to thee. Whatever the heavens encircling call contain, earth fruit producing and the stormy main, the sway confesses and obeys thy nod, awful attendant of the Bromo god, goddess of marriage charming to the sight, mother of love's from banqueting's delight, source of persuasion, secret favoring queen, lustrous apparent and unseen, spouse of the purple and the men inclined, prolific, most desired, life-giving kind, great scepter, bearer of the gods, 'tis thine. Mortals in necessary harvest with thy mother fair. Married women praise thee every year, and beautiful virgins in the chorus join. Daughters pure to sing in thee divine, come all attractive to my prayer incline. For thee I call with holy reverence mind. Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Aphrodite. And I hope you're having a great day today. And I love seeing you here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I did an Orphic's hymn show last week, and I went great. It was fantastic. I sang a lot of songs, and I think it inspired me to finally get some new Orphic hymns in the works for you. I wrote I'm practicing it now as we speak, but I wrote one to Pan, so Pan's got one now. I have written one to Oneiros, so he has got one now. And also Nyx is coming together. So those three I will definitely be trying to get out to you ASAP. Thank you so much, Lenka. It's good to see you. It's great. It's an absolute blessing to see you. And I love it when you guys tune in. All right, so I'm going to... well, I feel like Demeter has not gotten any play in a long time. Yeah, and I meant to do more with her songs, because I've got 3 different songs that are Demeter songs. There's Universal Mother Demeter, which is the one I'm going to do now. There's one that is the Cerealian Demeter, which is a nice short one. And then I also do... there's one Demeter I do that has no words. So that's an interesting one, because it's the only Orphic hymn that I can claim complete authorship of, meaning like, because since there's no words, it's only music, and I wrote that music. So it's the one Orphic hymn that that I can claim complete and total authorship for. So this is going to be Demeter. I'm going to retune to E again. There we go. All right. And oh my gosh, TCB, thank you so much. I'm excited to bring those to you. So this is going to be Universal Mother Demeter. And this one is a good one to pray to, especially if you're having any issues with, I feel like any issues with what you're harvesting, whether that is emotionally or physically, meaning that, breadwinning, putting food on the table. Demeter's a really good one for that. And also, she's a good one when you're just going through a lot of stress and Sturm und Drang, meaning storm and stress, when you're going through troubles. But she is I feel she's got a good grounding influence. She being an, earth goddess, earth mother, when you're feeling like your whole life is a mess and just kind of like flying away from you, she reminds you about being grounded. So this is Universal Mother Demeter. Oh, Universal Mother, Ceres famed, the source of wealth and various names, great nurse, all bounteous, blessed and divine, who joyst in peace to nourish corn, is thine, O goddess of seed, of fruits abundant fair, harvest and threshing are thy constant care, who dwellst in Eleusina seeds retired, O lovely, delightful queen by all desired, O nurse of all mortals, whose benignant mind, first plowing oxen to the yoke confined, and gave to men what what nature's wants require, with plenteous means of bliss which all desire, in verdure flourishing in honor bright, assessor of great Bacchus, bearing light, rejoicing in the reaper's sickle's kind, whose nature lucid, earthly pure we find, prolific strong nurse of gentle way, thy daughter, holy loving Proserpine, a car with dragons yoke designed to guide, and parties singing round thy throne to ride, only begotten, much producing queen. All flowers are thine, and fruits of lovely green. Bright goddess, come with summer's rich increase, swelling, pregnant, leading, smiling peace. Come with fair concord and imperial health, and join with these a needful source of wealth. All right, thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Demeter. I am going to sing one to Artemis. This goes out to new mothers as well as women who are seeking to become mothers. If you are praying to conceive, Artemis is the one to pray to for sure. The spirit of Artemis, very gentle and very pure. And even though she's the goddess of virginity, and she's a virgin goddess, obviously, she is definitely the defender of motherhood and new moms. And so she helps in pregnancy, to get pregnant, in labor, and in birth. So that is definitely who you want to pray to watch over your babies. And yeah, I am excited to sing this one for you. This one does have a studio recording available at my Queenie Music. Actually, I think it's queeniemusic.bandcamp.com. Hear me, Jove's daughter, celebrated queen, Bacchian and Titan of a noble mien, in God's rejoicing, and on all to shine, torch-bearing goddess, Artemis divine, o'er births presiding, and yet thyself to labor pains imparting, radiate, that silver priestess of the holy star, fierce huntress, glowing in the art of war, swift in the course, dreadful arrow skill, wandering by night, rejoicing in the field of masculine form, of fastidious mind, illustrious daemon, nurse of humankind, immortal earthly being of monsters fell, 'tis thine blessed maid on woody hills to dwell, heart is thine. Dread guardian goddess, whose benignant mind, auspicious come, to mystic rites inclined, give earth a store, beauteous fruits to bear, send gentle peace, health with lovely hair, and drive to the mountains all disease and care. Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Artemis, and that goes out with musical prayers to Artemis for those who are expectant mothers, people who would like to become mothers, and people who have babies who want to protect them and want them to be guarded by the fierce maiden warrior goddess Artemis. Speaking of fierce maiden warrior goddesses, I am going to sing Athena next. Now Athena, she's a good one to pray to for wisdom, when wisdom is definitely, that word is so simple, yet when you think about it, so complex, because wisdom is the hardest thing to attain. It always takes very, very hard slogging work. It always implies a great deal of practice, and yes, and I can say as a musician, I do not practice enough. I need to practice more, and hymns would get to you faster if I practice more. So I will vow to practice. I will vow to Athena that I will practice in the name of Athena, and I hope you will too if you play a musical instrument. As well as Aphrodite, she's good if you play a musical instrument, because she's a goddess of music as well. And so this is going to go out with prayers for wisdom that you are willing to work for. I hope it comes to you. Only begotten, noble race of Jove, blessed are fierce, whose joys and caves to rove. O warlike Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Athena, and that was, yes, that was my original music to the ancient Orphic hymn to Athena, translated long time ago by Thomas Taylor. All right. Now, if you have requests, definitely please put them in. Fernando, thank you for typing in. I'm glad to see you again too. That is really great to see you for sure. Okay, I do, well, you know what, I feel like I haven't done, there's like some I haven't done in a while. I feel like Poseidon is one that I tend to neglect. I like, you know what it is I don't have the lyric printed, and it's like I'm insecure about my memory about it. So let me go ahead and pull it, just in case. Let me pull up my own Bandcamp. Kimberly Steele, my name, Steele with an E, like Remington, not Danielle, and that is at bandcamp.com. So let me go ahead and throw that up there just so I can look at it. Bandcamp, yes. And so I'm enjoying the last of my winter break. And yeah, I've never been so booked for music lessons in my life. I must be doing something right where that's concerned. I'm a music teacher. I teach voice, as you could probably tell, and I also teach guitar and piano. And I do it all live and in person. I feel I'm not as good on the, what do you call it? Like the telecommuting, whatever that is, like the Zoom or whatever. I'm not really as good at teaching that way. I feel like it just isn't for me. But I do have some videos, not on this channel. It's on my education channel, Kimberly Steele Studio. There's like a couple of education channels where I post things on YouTube. So Kimberly Steele Studio on YouTube, and then I do post tutorials as I think of them for piano usually, but also a few for voice. Okay, so I am going to look at my own profile on Bandcamp. Here I am. Queenie, the music of Kimberly Steele, that's me. And then I am going to be looking at my own Poseidon lyrics, which are the same as the Orphic hymn lyrics. Basically it's the original Thomas Taylor translation once again. So I just want a cheat sheet here, just in case. Okay, and okay, cool. I think we've got it. All right, gonna sing Poseidon. Supposedly Poseidon and Athena have a rivalry, which you know what? I don't know enough about Greek mythology to understand why they have a rivalry, but I guess there was some issue between them. This particular song is interesting. It's obviously something you want to invoke Poseidon if you have to travel by water or over water, for sure. Definitely listen to this song, learn this song, do whatever you can if you're traveling over water. It's going to help. But when you think about it, everything is made out of water. And in the case of myself, I have invoked Poseidon when I've had night terrors. Actually, I've had some nightmares and night terrors, and I invoked Poseidon and poof, gone. Yeah, I mean, all I had to do was say his name. I didn't even have to sing his song. I believe I wrote this song in a past life. This song's interesting. I believe that one of my past lives, I was a singing sailor from Portugal. And it was a life where it ended young because I died at sea in a very horrible way. And this song, though, I believe was one of the songs I used to sing. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I probably wrote it, but I don't know. Maybe it was something I mashed up from someone else's song. I'm not sure. Hear mighty Poseidon, ruler of the sea profound, whose liquid grasp begets the solid ground, who at the bottom of the stormy main, dark and deep bosom holds the watery rain. Thy awful hand the brazen trident bears, and the ocean's utmost bound thy will reveres. The side, from whose dark locks the briny waters glide, whose voice loud bounding through the roaring deep, dark and deep bosomed in the raging heat, or fiercely riding through the boiling sea. Thy horse command, the trembling waves obey. Earth-shaking, dark-haired God, the liquid plains, the third division to fate thee ordains, designs Troyan daemon to survey, dark and deep bosomed of the ocean play, confirm earth spaces, and with prosperous scales waft ships along and stretch the spacious sails. At gentle peace and fair-haired health beside, and poor abundance in the blameless tide. Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Poseidon. Hopefully it has the sound of the sea as I meant to write it. And again, it's the ancient poetry of the Orphic hymns. All right, I'm just going to sing a couple more. I can sing a request if you want, and or if you have requests for gods that I have not written hymns to, I ask you to please put them into the chat. That would be great. I would love to know which gods that you would like me to write next, to write tunes for their hymns. Okay, I'm going to do, well, you know, one that is, let me think. How about either Hera or Hestia? So I'm thinking, how about Hera? Okay, so Hera it is. This one did get a rewrite. I believe that the old version of this I'm going to recycle into another tune because I liked it. Maybe not for Hera as much, but you know, maybe for someone else. But this particular tune is it's actually a really old tune of mine that I adapted for Hera. Majestic mien, aerial form, divine Jove's blessed queen, throned in the bosom of cerulean air, the race of mortals is thy constant care. The cooling gales alone thy power inspires, that nourish all life, which every life desires. Mother of clouds and winds, from thee alone, producing all things, mortal life is known. rejoicing and serene. Thank you so much. That was the Orphic hymn to Hera, and that it's really great to see you, Kai. I have not seen you in a while. It's awesome to see you, and thank you for the hearts and smiley faces. I can see those on my feed. I don't really know how to use YouTube Studio super well, nor OBS. That's how I broadcast, and I don't really put any bells or whistles on this thing. But I do see little hearts and little party cones, I think, and smiley faces, so it's really sweet. Thank you. Okay, if there are no requests, I will just do what I want to do, I guess. Let me go ahead and do Saturn. I feel I rarely do him, and so I will go ahead and sing Saturn. I was just announcing to the group here that I have tunes that are fully written now, and I'm in the practice phase for Nyx. I have written hers, and I have written Pan. Pan was one that I had worked on. I've worked on for a while now. I just didn't like what I had written. Finally, I like what I've done, so that's going to be what makes the final cut. So Pan is in the works, Nyx is in the works, and Oneiros has a song. He definitely has one. So actually, so I'm gonna do Saturn. This is a slower song. It is not that any of my songs are super fast, but Saturn is a great one to pray to when you are having issues with diligence, right? If you have trouble putting your nose to the grindstone and you really are willing, if you show that willingness to work hard, Saturn is, yes, he's considered a taskmaster in astrology, but if you're willing to do the work, Saturn is going to be your friend. You are going to see, if you're willing to really truly reform yourself, Saturn is the one to invoke. So for self-improvement, diligence, hard work, he cannot be beat. Like if you're willing to do some voluntary simplicity, that he is really good for that. So I pray to him when I'm doing those sorts of things. This is the Orphic hymn to Saturn. Hear you, Father, mighty Titan here, great fire of gods and men, whom all revere, endued with various counsel, pure and strong, the Orphic hymn to Saturn. Thank you so much. To Aurora. Oh, very cool. Yes, to Hephaestus. That would be, yes, thank you for those suggestions. I have experimented with writing for Aurora, as that's actually my town. Wayne's World, if you've ever seen that, was also set in the town of Aurora. So I definitely, and Aurora is very beautiful. It's a very beautiful town. It's big. It's a huge town. It's gorgeous. But yeah, Hephaestus, I believe what I want to do with it is to put the old tune that used to be for Hera. It just happens to perfectly fit Hephaestus, and so I might end up effectively repurposing that tune. So it may already be written essentially, unless I do a divination and it suggests otherwise. That's probably what's going to happen. Okay, I would like to sing a couple more for you. Let's see. You know what? Let's mix it up a little bit. I'm going to sing Odin. Odin is one that you can find on my YouTube channel and on my Queenie music Bandcamp. So you can find it here on YouTube. You can find it on Bandcamp. It's the only one that I've released for God outside of the Greek pantheon. So there's that. This is adapted from the ancient Norse poetry of the Havamal. Odin hung on Yggdrasil tree 4 days and nights, numbering 3 times 3. Stabbed with a spear on the tree unknown, self-sacrificed where the tree had grown. None came to help him as he peered down into bleak abyss. None heard his piercing screams in the silence of the wilderness. For only one way can the runes be learned, not bought or sold, they must be heard. Crying aloud, he brought down the runes. Then he fell down after untold moons. 9 mighty songs he learned from Belthorn, bestless sire. He drank of the wondrous mead, warmed by the soul stirrer's fire. Before long he healed and learned, becoming the lamp where wisdom burnt. Thoughts became actions and actions deeds. Action in this way becomes destiny. He told us all to seek thee, unknown by alchemy, behind the hills. was greater than the world began, and one day he will rise again. He will rise again. He will rise again. Thanks. So that was the Orphic hymn to Odin, or as I pronounce it in the song, Odin. All right. Next up, I would like to just do a couple more songs for you, unless you have requests. I will sing Hermes, the regular Hermes, which is one of the first Orphic hymns that I put to music, meaning that in the Thomas Taylor hymns that I have arranged, it was, I think, pretty much the second one that I did, though it was the first to kick off most of them, meaning that it was I would consider it, I kind of had I would say that the first one that I ever arranged was Gaia, and then Hermes. But Gaia really in its way came after Hermes in many ways. So I kind of consider them both the start, but really, Hermes was a very, very important one for me. And I did compose it on a Wednesday. I was just sitting in front of YouTube, just like messing around, and I came up with a riff which would become Hermes. So it really, yeah, and I consider this a stolen riff. I consider it stolen from my husband, so it's really appropriate that Hermes is the god of thieves, and I stole this one. But he writes music that sounds like this, in my opinion. It has this like sort of riff in it, this rhythm. That would take way too much music theory to explain, so I won't. But I will suggest that you use this song as a prayer when you need, what would I say? When you need to communicate, when you need to get your message out, whether that is to another human being, whether that is with the spirit of the land, whether that is with a tree, when you need to communicate, when you need to get a point across, when you need a message heard, you could definitely do worse than to invoke Hermes. Hermes, draw near unto my prayer incline, angel of Jove, and my highest son, divine privet of contest, ruler of mankind, with heart almighty and a prudent mind, celestial messenger, various skill, whose powerful art could watchful Argus kill. With winged feet is not through the air to go, so friend of man and prophet of discourse, great life supporter to rejoice is thine, in arts gymnastic and in fraud divine, with power endured, all language to explain, of care the loosener and the source of gain. Whose hand contains a blameless peace, the rod, Corusian, blessed, profitable God, various speech, whose aid in works we find, and in necessities to mortals kind, dire weapon on the tongue, which men revere, be present Hermes, and I suppliant here, since my works conclude my life with peace, give graceful speech and memories increase. All right, thank you so much. All right, that was the Orphic hymn to Hermes, and I am going to wrap things up with the Orphic hymn to Apollo, as I often do. And I really appreciate everyone who joined me today. Thank you so much. And if you're joining after the fact, I appreciate you too. And feel free, if you have, again, any requests of Orphic hymns that you would like to see arranged, go ahead and put them in there. I did, on my website, queeniesongs.net, I did write a whole big list of the ones that I have already gotten to that have, songs for, that I have written songs for, and then the whole list is there. And I think I've gotten to about 20 of them. But now with the addition of Nyx, Oneiros, and Pan, it's going to be more like 23 or 24. So that is good. And then if I add Hermes Catholonios, and if I add Hephaestus, that's going to be more like 25, 26. So that if I can hit 30 this year, that would be amazing. But there are 88 Orphic hymns. Yeah, 88, and that's crazy. So 87, if you leave out Hecate. But if you add Hecate, it's 88. I did write one for Dionysus. People have asked for that. I do have one, but I feel like I probably need to rewrite. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. If I do rewrite it, I may repurpose the tune to something else. I'm not sure, though. That one's in the air. This prayer to Apollo goes out with prayers for your health, if you wish it. So if you wish prayers for your own health. And if you, he's also he's a god of wealth. He is the god of, I would say, just think of solar. What is, think about transcendence and good moods and physical prowess, health, right? Physical prowess, health, abundance. So if you're wanting to manifest any of these things, I highly recommend this one. So let me make sure that he's tuned to a nice Dorian drop D. I did, being a music theory nerd as I am, he's god of music too, hello. Being the music theory nerd that I am, right? I wrote this one in Dorian on purpose because it mentions Dorian not once, but twice. To my prayer, illustrious Polymathean tribes revere. Slayer of Tedious, god of health, like Orion, Phoebus, fruitful source of wealth. Spermatic golden line, the field from thee receives its constant rich fertility. Titanic groaning, Smithian hissing, Python destroying hollowed, delphine pure like bearer, and the muse's head. Noel and lovely, armed with arrows dread. Rolling back in twofold and divine, power far diffused, course so weak is thine. O Delian king, whose light producing God, views all within, all beneath the sky, whose locks are gold, whose oracles are sure, whose almost good reveals some precepts pure. Hear me entreating for the healing kind, hear and be present with benignant mind. For thou surveyest this boundless ether all, and every part this terrestrial ball, abundant and blessed, thy piercing sight stands beneath the gloomy silent night. Beyond the darkness, starry-eyed, profound, the stable roots deep fixed by thee are found. Wide bounds, all flourishing her line, the self-source and the end divine. Who's Dorian melody, nature's tribes, thee their different soul, changing seasons from the music flow, hence mixed by thee in equal parts advanced with stable roots, alternate dance. Claims the highest, that the lowest string, the Dorian measure choose the lovely spring, hence by mankind and royal to or named, emitting whistling winds, makes fame set that care, the figures just consign, stamps the world, forms of every kind. He made blessed power, and in these rites rejoice, and save thy mystics with a suppliant voice. Thank you. That was the Orphic Hymn to Apollo, and that is going to wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and thank you so much those of you who had commented. Oh, well, thank you so much, Lenka. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, thank you. That is a very, very high compliment. I feel that I have a long way to go, but I will keep on trying to earn the praise of that particular comment. I've got very much to practice and a long ways to go. So I hope you guys invoke moderation this weekend. Apollo's the god of moderation, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I hope you're doing well, and it is upon us, the weekend. And thank you so much, TCB. Thank you, everyone who watched, whether or not you didn't comment, whether you're watching now or later. Okay, and take it easy.